It's like, oh, you want a familiar? Read these lines. It might be a demon. The Idiot's Guide.
Well, shall we?
That's awesome. I am actually copying down the names of those books.
My work as well.
No, not work.
Could I? Is Ludo? You can use Vanishing Trick outside of combat?
Yep. It only lasts for 1 round per level, though.
Oh, okay.
I'll summon the unseen servant and then scour the map for that token.
Okay. Group. There we go.
Thank you.
So you summon an unseen servant. You guys are all standing in the privy. It's now an awkward amount of time has gone by.
You guys smell that?
Ludo, would you be so kind as to have a look and make sure it's safe to come out?
Pixel will take a look too.
Okay.
Can I crack the door for Pixel?
Yeah, she's really tiny. She
yeah.
goes flying out and goes into the room. At this point in time, Tech has pushed his way to the front of the door and is now slowly slipping into the room.
Oh, okay.
And he's doing a perimeter search of the room.
Classic Tech.
Worth every cent.
Pixel ends up kind of beelining for the room beyond where you guys are. By the time Tech has circled around the entire room, he then just sort of slowly waits and is stalking back.
Tech, is the coast clear? I will say in green.
I do not sense anything to hunt here.
Do you smell any of those fairies? They're usually invisible.
No.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Weird bird motifs along the walls have sort of the frescoes have dulled a little bit with age, but are still nice looking nonetheless. The boudoir next to the giant-sized bed is looks like it's been pilfered through already. The next room is filled with all sorts of majestic bird carvings and motifs on the furniture and the walls. There is a still bubbling fountain, although it may be clogged because it's not bubbling too fiercely. The room does have a musty smell to it, perhaps from the water that has from the room just generally being moist. The table is made out of stone, like marble. Chairs are large and still intact. Their cushions, however, have mouldered away, attacked by moths or time. The seats are big enough for Zephyros to sit in. They're almost like big benches.
That is rare.
The door to the outside is closed and does look like it has been recently barred. It was in the same state as last time. I don't think you guys wandered out this way, did you?
We looked out here
I
and saw.
did, but
My perception check showed the...
Something moved.
Yeah.
You saw something move in the tree? Okay,
Some
so
kind of giant plant, right?
it is how you left it.
I wouldn't go out there if
If I were you,
No.
I point at the double doors. Quite a eerie garden.
Okay.
I like gardens. I like eerie gardens, actually.
Well then, I mean, maybe you might know somebody out there.
There are some, while the doors are thick, heavy, iron reinforced wood, there are some like porthole windows with kind of a leafy design to the grating. And like little bits of glass in each they're almost like stained glass windows that you could look out into the garden.
Beautiful door. I walk across the table.
You can hop across the table and scamper across it. It's well worn. It's like they picked the tabletop from some ancient giant culture and then kind of transplanted it here.
Very good.
Yeah, the stones are do you wear shoes? You've got shoes,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Yeah, you make a nice little clopping noise across the table if you want. And then you're looking you're on your tippy toes looking out. You see a scandalous looking nymph fountain.
Sexy statue.
If you were alone. Yep.
You guys gotta see this.
Somebody did a really amazing job at the statue. The proportions are all right. It's kind of like Greek statue, as if they tried to do a very well-rounded, in the right places, nymph.
That
Who's-
is an extremely well-crafted statue.
Almost
It's
like your work.
as good as Bark's work.
There's a bunch of little dancing satyrs and what are the fawns playing music and drinking, kind of all around her. And there are these big goldfish that are kind of squirting the water out of the like out into the air and into the fountain.
Good lord, those satyrs are
Rock hard.
Yes, they are.
That's what. Yes.
Manny
Never get used to that.
Manny's now coming over and having a look.
I think this is where we should relax after we finish getting all of the good stuff.
The walls are high. There's a fountain outside. This fountain does not look like it's operational. It looks like it's like full of leaves and brackish water, and might be leaking out of the side of it. So there's like it might be really muddy around these parts.
Beautiful autumnal fountain.
The trees are lush. If not, the entire area is overgrown. I need a good temperate flowering / fruit tree. We've got crab apples in the back. What would we have in here?
Pears?
Pears?
Pears are a good one, yeah.
Sure, these are pear trees. The pears that are on the trees are all kind of rotten. And you can see that little bites have been taken from every pear.
Oh, the tooth fairies have been here.
Splendid. Perhaps they'll show up and we can show them the gift you've brought them.
Creeping vines everywhere. It does look like somebody could spend hours and hours cleaning up this place and kind of cutting it back, unless they wanted to have it overgrown.
Yeah.
Yep. High grasses, and some of it might actually be supposed to be walkway around the nymph statue, but a lot of grasses find a way and are kind of growing in between all the little links of the stones.
I think it's beautiful.
Anything out there of note? Magic? Interesting curios?
I don't know, let's have a look, Manny.
When we claim this
Pulls the
place
door
for our
open.
own, I call this room as mine.
Oh, there are 2 guest suites, one on either side.
Oh, as long as I get free access of any libraries, I don't much care.
Manny just laughs at the statue and stands outside. You guys have a little bit of dirt and stuff, kind of dirty leaves and a bit of dirt over top of the stone stairwell that leads a couple of steps down into the guest garden.
Careful, Manny. Last time we were here, I got a little spooked by the flora in this courtyard.
By the what?
The plants.
Might not be safe to wander around.
Could have swore I saw one move. Can't be sure. Can't be too safe.
Well, give me perception checks. As you guys are standing near the doorway, all cautiously.
17. Man,
My perception's terrible.
Manny's.
Nat 1.
Nice.
Yeah, they're plants.
You go, Brandon.
This place is clean.
Oh, you do like this. 34.
Wow.
So, fair to say, are you going out or are you just standing at the doorway and looking?
I am standing at the doorway and looking.
Okay, it was curious that when Manny opened the door, you notice a little bit of dirt come off the top of the door and kind of like crumpled down, in like kind of fell down in front of him. You don't think he saw it. Maybe everyone assumed that it was just like wind had blown dirt there, but glance out and up and you can see a big kind of dirty snake-like mark, like something uprooted itself out of the dirt and mulch and climbed up the side of the building above the doorway and went over the ledge. If you scroll just over to the right, you can see a balcony. Like some sort of dirty snake or something snaked its way out of the mulch, and there's this clear, like, to your eyes, I guess, a track that leads up over to the balcony above. Whatever it was big like a python. Like your mind is kind of going like 6 inches wide diameter.
Big thing that I think went up to that balcony. So when we're upstairs, we might want to be real careful. We
Well,
also
it's
might want to be
balcony.
real careful out there.
And he takes a
Step out, and he's looking up at the balcony, kind of backing away, looking.
I saw a little something.
Doors open up there.
Not a good
Probably
sign.
inside then.
Shall we go take a look upstairs?
Be on your guard. If it climbs up walls, it might be on the ceilings.
Well, the last thing that we would want is to be surprised by something that we do not know.
If what climbs up?
I don't know. Like a big snake.
Okay, well, shall we go find it? Or are we going to stand here admiring the nymph some more?
I suppose.
Snakeosaurus Rex. Oh, Katie.
I like the hedgehog armor idea. That's brilliant. Shall we head out and see if we can go find it?
Yeah, we might as well.
But we need to scout first. We can't just walk blindly into a room.
I'm gonna crack the door and kind of
Okay.
look at first, say, and go.
Manny comes back in and he closes the door. He finds a piece of wood from like a chair that did not survive as much and kind of sticks it between two of the door handles on the inside, kind of like a bad block. He wedges it in there
At least we'll hear it if it comes in
this way.
Right. Shall we go look?
Ludo's peeking into the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, this door was only open a crack. You look out in the hallway, just these eternal torches still burning eerily and quiet.
Oh, the lights are still on.
Isn't there a ghost in here we have to worry about?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Don't
Oh, God.
upset it, I think.
How we would put that thing to rest?
Oh, I think whatever's behind that locked up door is the source of the troubles.
Yes, Mr. Malavella himself.
You hear the flutter of something akin to an oversized grasshopper, kind of.
Did you hear that?
Tooth fairies, I brought you your gifts, just as I promised.
You can hear them. They respond to that, but you could they're further into the house. Malbut's just covers his mouth.
Oh, so wise. So wise, Malbut.
Pixel makes some nervous noises.
Are we gonna head out into the room, or are we gonna stand here?
Alright. I'm gonna
Stand here like a bunch of assholes.
slowly walk,
Okay.
post up.
Take a nervous look into the hallway. It leads to a dead end, and
I'll
then
walk out
an L-shaped bend at the end. That door you remember leaving open. It is now closed.
Somebody cleaned up.
I'll hold out the head.
There are kind of signs that there was the battle that you had there with the spirit. Most of the bones were eaten, but you could see kind of scuff marks in the ground. Like no one's actually done a mop job to clean up, but someone has closed the door.
Watch out for the boggart.
Ah,
We killed the boggart.
yes.
But we've killed skeletons too.
Okay. The party clusters into a scared sort of formation, or a hesitant formation.
I will.
Ludo sneaks up to the edge. Oh! There's a tooth fairy.
Oh,
You can see its body all kind of crusty and kind of curled up in death. You notice that its head, you didn't do this, its head has been sort of like opened up like a giant hatch, and it's missing a bunch of its teeth, if not all of them.
Ooh. What? No friends among friends with these people, huh?
I'll cast Haunted Fey Aspect on myself and keep casting it when it goes down and just.
What does Haunted Fey Aspect do?
Haunted.
And you wrote down the name of that book, right?
Which one?
The God book?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
The actual name or the name?
The name that you saw, yeah.
Belief of the source. How Professor Henry Sinclair Chalmers becomes a god.
Cool.
Haunted Fey Aspect. You surround yourself with disturbing illusions, making you look and sound like a bizarre, insane Fey creature. You gain DR1 Cold Iron against a single opponent until end of the spell or until you take damage.
When does it last? How long does it last?
It's rounds. It's a cantrip though, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna keep
So
casting.
you're basically walking and muttering, and
Yeah.
Professor looks weird. It's like he's got strange, non-functional, vestigial gossamer wings kind of coming out of his back, and he's got this weird sheen to his skin and eyes.
Well, Professor, you're not as good at this as I am.
Oh, what's that? We'll say as I wander by.
What's wrong muttering to make yourself look weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the professor's taking point apparently with the unseen servant.
I'll ask the unseen servant to open this door.
Okay, the unseen servant does, and the door opens. This door is quite plain, nondescript. It's almost like in the architecture they wanted it to sort of disappear. It leads to a storage room full of crates and bins that have all been broken into. There is spoiled grain and lentils and foodstuffs in this room.
I'll detect magic in here.
Sure. Give me a D10. If you roll a 1, there is something magical in the room.
So I rolled a d20.
See, if you had asked Zephyros to roll a 1, you would have gotten it.
Okay. Nope. Just spoiled foodstuffs and other sundries for keeping a household full of people.
I will continue muttering to myself.
It does look like somebody has chopped into grain bags and broken open some of the pots and was really rough in their searches.
I will,
Gedrin.
yeah. Continue on.
Okay.
Find the door.
At this point, I guess I'm gonna move people up. Manny's moving up. Probably a scared Pixel and Malbut pulling up the rear. I need another series of perception checks.
Zephyros really has to up his perception.
Yeah. It's all that book learning. I gotta.
16 for Zephyros.
31 for Pharisee.
You're killing me. Perception today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Is Pharisee staying in the back?
No. Pharisee is going to stay up closer to tech here.
Okay. So 31, Pharisee, you can actually hear what sounds like the telltale signs of the whole swarm of the whole mouth of tooth fairies or whatever we call them. Was it the mouth, or what was the murder of
The grin?
Grin.
the grin of
yeah.
tooth fairies? The sound is coming from up, but it's also coming from behind the door.
The big door?
And you heard them whispering, the big door.
Oh.
Yep. You heard them kind of like they're hushing each other.
That door?
Yes, the door that's covered in chains and the big lock. It's strange,
How did they get him there?
you don't know.
From above. The way that they feed it.
Ah,
Yes.
that is a good Points, Ferose.
You can hear one of them fluttering its wings. All of you hear this. Like there's no perception check required. It's along the stairs. It's echoing in the grand hall, but one of them is fluttering its wings really loudly.
I think they may be signaling to each other.
I'll walk over towards the grand hall.
Okay, you can see it peeking around the staircase here.
You! Hey, you! Teeth lady! Come upstairs! You can give us teeth up there!
We'll come up in our time.
No, time now! Everyone waiting!
I have your teeth. I'll give them to you when you want them. Or when I get upstairs.
Hey, you! Old man!
I
You don't need your teeth! You can eat soft stuff for the rest of your short life!
does it see through my illusion of looking like a insane fey creature?
Oh, right.
Right.
That.
It actually doesn't have anything of there's. The thing is, it should have a will save or something. It doesn't say anything on it. That seems strange. It wouldn't list anything.
It doesn't change your entire purpose, your appearance, right? It's you have the aspect of Fey.
Makes you look and sound like a bizarre, insane fey creature.
Disturbing illusions. Okay.
It doesn't say like a saving throw against
Hey,
it.
you!
I will turn and respond in Sylvan. Do you speak to me?
You look old! You don't need your teeth! Come this way!
What are teeth?
We'll show you. Ooh.
Show who?
It's sitting politely and grinning at all of you. And it seems to flutter its wings loudly, making echoing noises in the Great Hall.
I'll take a tooth of Gedrin out and
what's
roll it
that?
around in my hands. Oh, it's nothing.
It climbs along the wall a little bit and is looking down at you like it completely lost whatever scheme it had going, and is now kind of looking at the tooth.
Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? What's that?
He's saying it quieter now, like he's...
It's a tooth of Gedrin lamb.
Kitchen tooth.
If you tell me what's up there,
He was Hades cursed.
yes. Yes, he was.
Big old lady cursed him and hexed him. Oh, that's a special tooth, that one is. I want it. Give it to me.
The big old lady
Yes, the big old lady. She's scary.
from the place with the cauldron?
Yes, now give me the tooth.
Oh, that's worth a tooth. Hey, what are your friends upstairs waiting for?
They're waiting for a trap.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll toss him a tooth.
It goes flying and he catches the tooth. He seems to be out in the open and realizes how precarious he is out in the open.
They got a trap set up for us, of course.
Yes, well.
And then it goes flying high up into like the hanging chandelier above the center of this place, and he's kind of like a little grim candle standing in one of the candle holders of the chandelier, and he's like lording over the tooth, then opens his mouth and starts jamming it into his own jaw.
I'll walk over and
Tooth fairy touchdown.
have the unseen servant open this door.
Okay, the door opens. There are more sundries.
I'll detect magic in here.
Okay, after moving the unseen servant out, give me a D9 roll.
5.
Okay, not a 1. Just keep on ticking down.
Keep muttering to myself and
How many rooms have we got? 8 more, hopefully.
What do you see in here that might be useful? You do see the tooth fairies look like they've stooshed your ropes and grappling hooks that you left behind into this room.
I'll send the unseen servant in to collect them.
Okay. Give me a perception check as you're putting away the rope. Could also be an appraise.
I'm gonna definitely do a praise. My praise is plus 14. 23.
Somebody has frayed the rope especially thin near where it attaches to the grappling hook.
Oh, balderdash. Useless. I will cut it there and retie it.
Okay, so you're fiddling with rope. You lose an inch of the rope basically. They did it in such a way that it was not noticeable, not easily noticeable. Texarak is now
Did anyone lose their
wandering
grappling
around.
hooks? They're over here. Come get them.
Manny's still pissed off at the professor, so he's not listening. Malbut's just quaking along the corner. Kind of shifted the tooth fairy with his foot.
Zephyros is sort of standing in front of the door, looking at it.
Yep. Somebody has wrapped chains around the door, and there's a big padlock in the center of the door.
I think we should go upstairs and not pass by those doors over there.
You mean the trap?
No, I mean the haunted place.
Oh, yes, over there.
Right.
It's probably a good idea. Just a moment.
That cake felt good. Do you have any more?
I'll walk over here. Look up.
Okay. There's a massive chandelier kind of dominating the center of that area, and it is open in this grand stair to the room or to the area above. I can shift over to show you.
Ooh.
Staircases lead up.
Yeah.
The little fae is kind of sitting inside the hanging chandelier. Big iron thing. That thing fell on you. Be lights out.
I'll fly up and then
Is that
lazily
chandelier?
circle back down.
Hmm?
I'll fly up
Yep.
and then just kind of lazily circle back down.
Okay. You fly up, and you get a good look at the upstairs. There is a hallway at the that runs east-west. At the top, you only see it is well lit.
Mm-hmm.
You only see one set of doors from the part of the hallway that you can see, and it is directly in the center. And there are depictions of this really, really tall, on each door kind of flanking it, this really, really tall ibis headed man who's in scholarly robes. And on one side he's holding a book, and on the other side he's holding a crook.
Ibis.
Ibis is like the long bird kind of snouted head.
Do I know who that is?
Yeah, knowledge religion.
That's what I was hoping for. Knowledge untrained. D20 plus 6.
This is untrained, but you're a bard.
22.
It's an old god, now dead. He is the one who raised the Aka race, as well as perhaps some others. He is the bequeather of knowledge and an old god of knowledge. His name's Toth.
Yes.
And you can see that there's this beautiful wooden door carved in his image.
The wooden door with a picture of the god of knowledge and Akas on it. You like knowledge, don't you, Professor?
Oh, yes, of course.
Maybe it's a library up there. But if it's a library, it's a library right over that.
The door is slightly ajar, and you can hear the whispering of the fairies on the other side. They still seem kind of just not right on the other side of the door. They still seem a little bit more distant for some reason.
It's the way into that place below.
The tracks along the hall suggest that something bloody is constantly dragged into the Thoth doors. Like there's this bloody trail, like something was dragged a long time ago and it may have bled.
A bloody trail, probably some furniture scrapings.
Yes, you do see that as well.
Oh, and all the tooth fairies are in there. We could just wander up and close the door. I'm not sure how they'd get out.
How many fucking times do I have to tell you, keep it down?
You hear this horrible voice from the left-hand side. It was in Sylvan.
Is it the Bogger?
No, it was not the Boggard's voice. It was much more cranky.
Ooh.
And the tooth fairies all shut up, and then you hear a door slam.
And that was upstairs?
Yep.
And I'll say a little bit more quietly, and there's someone else up there. Over that way.
I think Tech may get out of the way, so if you look down, you don't see him.
If we go up, we should close the door. Bar it.
That's a good idea. Perhaps we could send someone up there sneakily.
Are you floating back down to
Yeah.
Yeah, you should go into the door with the bird head. Everyone's waiting.
Yes.
You can give them more teeth.
You were saying that I should go and give these teeth to someone else?
Yeah, if they're more giggling teeth, I already got mine, see?
Oh, yes. Do you want first pick of a Bark Wilder tooth?
Buck Wilder? Yes, do I ever? What do you want for it? I'll treat you.
He's now like flittering over to just above where you are on the chandelier.
Tell me who else is upstairs? The one that yelled at you. And tell me what they have waiting for us
Nobody's upstairs.
in the room. Oh, that's too bad. I wanted to give you a Bark Wilder teeth.
No, because they're all downstairs waiting.
No, there was someone else upstairs that yelled at you.
That was just the grumpy redcaps.
Yes, that's what I was asking.
Yeah?
How many?
1, 2, not telling. Give me teeth.
Not telling doesn't give you teeth.
2. Now give me 2 teeth.
I'll give you your pick. One tooth from. Oh wait, what are they going to do to us when we go through that door?
Nothing.
It's tiresome.
First you gotta get past the birds. If you're flying, they don't hit you.
Oh, the birds.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry, they'll just knock the teeth out of all the other ones and we'll pick them up. It'll be okay. Now give me the tooth.
All right.
It flutters down right beside you. Like it's trying to stay out of
I'll
reach.
hold out the head.
Yes.
He takes out his pliers. He's attacking the head and he pulls a tooth off.
And I'll pull it back.
Bark Wilder make an extra edition.
Yes, it will.
I think I got room over here. See?
And he points to it. He points at his mouth, and there's like too many teeth, and like the teeth are kind of moving, and they move apart to kind of to expose some grim-looking gum.
Yeah, right in there. It knows.
And he takes the tooth, and something like a little tendril comes out of the empty part of his gum and attaches to the bottom of the tooth and pulls the tooth into place, and then the teeth all shift around.
Yes, the sound.
You do hear that there's like a scraping tooth against tooth sound that it seemed to enjoy. A shiver of ecstasy goes over the creature, and then it flutters away.
So nice, isn't it, to not be ambushing us? couple of redcaps upstairs. Maybe more. He's probably lying. There are some birds or something that will hit you, but if you're flying, it's okay.
Yep. Go upstairs, you to get heat, and then we take on the teeth.
Anyway, that's the story.
Okay, well.
He who waits to eat, and we wait for teeth.
I think we probably do want to go up.
These things are so delightful to play.
So what are you suggesting? Should we go up a side stair?
Go up these stairs. Close the door,
These ones?
then kill the redcaps.
Perhaps send a few snakes up to bar the door first. Take a bit of rope, Ludo, tie it closed.
Sure. Seems reasonable. This episode brought to you by Cheetos.
By the
Cheetos Extreme.
Part of the PepsiCo family of companies.
right.
Everything's got
If
a
you've never
part
had
of
a character
PepsiCo.
sheet with Dorito stains or Cheeto stains on it, then you haven't been doing it right. Of course, our character sheet's on OneNote, so that's pretty gross.
I'll wipe a little on the screen for everyone. Good Cheeto dust.
Okay, you're standing around.
What do you say, Ludo? Up for a bit of sneaking? Think you can bar the door before the fairies get out?
Suppose I could try. Can't hurt, I guess. Unless this guy keeps his mouth shut.
My mouth is always open,
Of course it
so you
is.
can see my teeth.
And he flutters. He kind of flutters ahead of you. He's at the big wooden Toth door. By the time you guys are going up the stairs, are you guys all moving up the stairs, or
I'm assuming just me.
okay?
I'll wait at the bottom.
Yeah, Luda's gonna wait at the bottom. Or sorry,
I'll
Manny's gonna wait at the
prepare
bottom.
to fly straight up.
Okay.
The Pharaohs will sort of just stay within range of Ludo, but not give away anything. So he doesn't want to give away the fact that he's lurking behind Ludo, but he's trying to stay as close as he can.
Okay. Well, how far behind Ludo are you staying?
So I'm going to stay where I am right now and try and ensure that at least I can see Ludo.
Okay.
I'm going to turn around before I go upstairs.
Manny and Zephyrus are not very quiet.
Make sure to take some rope with you.
Alright, be careful, but we have one hiccup. I don't have any rope.
Did you get your grappling hook back out of storage over there?
Nope. No, I did not.
Wasn't it on the wall? When
No,
first
we
did
took
it?
we took the stuff off the wall when we left.
Oh,
Beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
toss me the rope, please. I don't think I regained mine. Because I jumped through the portal.
Up here, we're waiting for you.
So Sephiros looks into his bag and takes out, let me just check, 50-foot silk rope. That'll do it, right?
That'll do it.
Then hands it to Ludo.
Wonderful. I smell it. And then I snap.
Hey, ask them if they like birds. We don't like birds. Birds don't have teeth. Yes, but they might like birds. Hey, do you like birds?
Alright.
There's 2 birds in here with your names on them.
I'm going to get to the
I'll
point.
say, we're still down here with the teeth. We'll be up in just a minute or two.
Save me some.
Says that one, and it goes running back.
So I guess my vanishing trick, this won't be more than a round, right?
Around 6 seconds.
One. Well,
I think it lasts for.
1 round per level.
Let me have a look.
But I mean, I have a potion of invisibility as well, but
I think you can just sneak up.
okay.
Finishing trick lasts for 1 round per level, and you are third level ninja, so it lasts for 3 rounds.
Okay. I guess I'll just attempt the sneak at first.
Okay, so you're sneaking up the steps.
Yeah. Hold on.
Sephiros is staying just where he is.
Okay, I'm gonna move your tokens from the bottom of the steps to the top.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna move the whole group of you onto the other map.
31 for my sneak.
Okay, and if you guys are just staying there, Ludo is able to sneak right to the top of the stair, like you're kind of a couple stairs down, and you're glancing, you're hunkering low, and you can see the little tooth fairy. He's near the door, which is ajar, and he's kind of talking to both sides. It's quite obvious that he's alerting everyone that you guys are coming.
There's two birds in here.
It's talking over the edge, and you don't think it sees you. It's on the ground, it's not flying.
Can I take my, I have a bar of soap, can I throw it down the hall to my left to distract it?
You kind of toss a bar of soap off the,
Yeah, at least to the
down the
to its
hall.
left,
Yep,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, this would be sniping. You're trying to throw something so that
Down the hall.
so that it doesn't see you, right?
Right.
And you're trying to distract it. So a thrown item to hit something has a range of 50, but just hucking it so that it
Yeah.
lands down the hallway. Sure. Give me an attack roll.
Do I use my,
Ranged.
yeah, oops. Let's see real quick. It's been a while for range. Yes. Nat 20.
Nat 20? Okay. You just huck it all the way down the hall. It bounces off the wall and kind of lands. It lands far away. Give me a stealth check at minus 20.
Oops. Oh, minus 28. Jesus.
Okay. The creature gets a 12 on its perception check. However, it takes a minus 5 from distance,
Ooh.
and then you successfully distracted it. Okay, so it's like
What the?
Barely.
like you still have your hide.
What was that?
It flew over and is looking.
Now I'm still
Is that a big tooth?
sneaking. I'll use the soap.
Oh, that's brilliant! Oh god, it is a big tooth.
So I'm gonna quietly. Well, I'm going to. I have the rope in my hand. Let's say, right?
Yep.
I'm going to see if I can make my way.
Okay,
Over
so are you glancing into the room while it's flying after your bar of soap?
A little, yeah.
Okay.
I would be curious, but not.
Give me
over.
another stealth check. It's
24.
yeah, it doesn't notice you. You could see it flying down the hallway. It seems to be cautiously staying along the left or right side of the hallway, and it's bounding after your the big bar of whitish soap.
Okay.
You could see down both hallways. Let me
Yes.
zoom out a little bit.
Yeah. There doesn't appear to be a way to get to the other side of the second floor from up here.
So you can see down both hallways. There are some doors and a window at the end, and some doors and a window at the end. And you can also glance into the library. The library, it looks like the books have been torn to shreds. And like the shreds have been torn to shreds. It looks like the tooth fairies have gotten at the books.
They were teething.
There are two statues on either side where the stars are. These statues are of tall, ibis-shaped men, like headed men, like long bird beaks. They're wearing robes, but they are three-dimensional statues. In a weird way, they have, you know how like Greek columns have kind of like flat tops?
Right.
They like, it's like they're a statue, but then have like a column that's kind of hidden in behind them, or inside of them, that is now visible, so that they've got like pillar-topped heads.
Right.
They don't seem to be holding up anything. You don't know if like they're used as shelves or something. They're weird column-like statues. And there's a gaping hole in the floor. This has been chopped away. Like this has not been constructed. Like someone took an axe to this a long time ago. Nope. And age and time. It looks like things might be just sort of pushed off. There's a lot of like dirty brown trails that go off over the edge. And from your vantage point, you can see down, and there's a grim-looking table below, covered in bones and ichor.
Wonder what went on there.
And you can hear the fairies. They're all like,
Teeth and shit.
I'm going to wind a silk rope through the what I'm assuming are handles. I guess I.
yeah. There's some brass handles on the door.
And then I'm not gonna quite close them yet because I'm thinking they're noticing. So I'm gonna do an old minor knot.
I mean, that's not a tooth, it's fucking soap!
I'm going to quickly finish the knot. And
You've made this tooth fairy sick as he jammed a bar of soap into his mouth.
What an idiot.
But something.
How many times I have to tell you?
Oh god.
What's going on over there? They're making noise again.
There's these two
Okay.
angry-looking, gnomish fairies. They're wearing metal boots. They've got little red hats. These horrible faces of fury, and kind of like they're threshing-looking weapons.
Okay.
Big war scythes that are oversized for their form.
Hey, I told you to.
And what was your stealth? It was 24.
Yeah.
Plus a distance of 9 is a DC 35 check to see if he spots the Ludo. It is a big bright room though.
Can I ready a vanishing trick?
Alright, it berates the stupid thing.
What you got there? What's going on? Why are you all making noises? This is not a tooth, it's soap.
My double.
My knot.
Where'd you get your soap from?
Yeah, you've tied a knot.
I'm going to slowly make
My way back to my
hunker.
position.
Okay, give me a stealth.
Yep. 41.
Nice. Even with nothing to go behind, so you just quickly scamper as they were turning around. One of them kind of turned your
Stay
way,
low.
but you stayed low.
Yeah. Nestle bear crawl.
But it's
Get
too-
over here! No!
Okay, the little fairy has recovered and seems to be flying away from the redcaps.
Gonna go whoo comically and wipe my brow and then scamper down.
Do you speak Sylvan?
I do not.
Okay, so they seem to be examining the soap.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd this come from? I don't know. Let's wash their mouths out with soap and they're foul all day. You're foul. No, you're foul.
And they start pushing each other like they're in a little shoving match.
Can they see me up the stairs?
Zephyros. If you just sort of walked out, they'd see you, but you're now hiding behind the staircase, kind of.
Well, no, my buddy's down at the bottom of the steps.
Can they see you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been watching you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little sign, like my face red, and point it, and try and make a hat.
Do we understand what he's signing us?
If I have anything red on me, I'm gonna
Point at it.
He did say there are 2 red-capped guards up there,
Right.
Hey, what happened to the fucking door?
so I'll gesture to the rest of the crew
Yep.
and make a line across my neck and point up.
Okay, so the tooth fairy has landed on the ropes. He's like, it seems to notice that the ropes are there.
It's a
Did
minor
you
rope.
just
though,
give
for a
it
minor.
the sign to kill things to the group?
Yeah.
All right,
I think
initiative.
Tech saw you and immediately does what the queen bids.
Screwing up the
I'm
stairs.
tired of fucking around.
All right, initiative.
This ends now.
It's on your terms. I think you surprise them, so you actually guys get a surprise round.
Yes.
Get yourselves in a better position, maybe.
I think we're gonna go this way around, most of us.
All right, I'm going to nuke the rolls as well as the temp rolls. I don't know if those apply.
That sounds good.
And then I'm going to add tooth fairies, redcap,
And something else.
the slithering surprise, and he who waits to eat. Ibis head statue. Tooth fairies. So fun.
Want me to roll for tech?
Yes, please. And could you roll for Manny's Inish?
I didn't have mine. 26. I got an 11 on the die.
Okay, add it to the sheet. I've got like 30 things going on right now.
This is the way you like it, Marty.
Redcaps +8 initiative. Tooth fairies +2. The surprise +0.
It's been ironic that the surprise has low initiative.
Yep. The ibis-headed things 0. He who waits to eat.
But cannot wait to meet Mokrana.
7.
Oh,
Alright, I'm just gonna roll analog dice while you guys are setting this up. Holy shit.
Good, holy shit.
Redcaps.
are we gonna move up the stairs for a while?
14.
I think once combat starts, we'll move them up.
The tooth fairies. Okay,
Hey.
all the initiatives in there. Does heightened awareness give you a bonus?
I'm not using it.
Okay. Alright, surprise round. The red caps are surprised. Mocranon Gobbler gets a standard or move.
He's gonna stay on top of Zephyros.
Okay. He who waits to eat doesn't do anything. Ludo.
Ludo is going to delay.
Tooth fairies. Alright, this one tooth fairy is
Where did this rope come from? Did you put the rope here? I didn't put the rope here. Who put the rope here?
just talking about the rope. Zephyros.
Whose rope is this rope?
Like it was
Zephyros is gonna move up. He can move up 60, right?
single move in a surprise round.
Single move. Okay, so 30 feet.
Yep. Elephant creeping up the stairs. Why is there always music when he moves?
Magic boots.
Danny is going to also move up the stairs.
Duke boots.
Oh, you're so big. You're so big. Okay, he's moving behind the elephant.
We haven't rested, right?
Nope.
This is still saying that. Okay.
The slithering surprise doesn't do anything. Professor.
Cast Vanish.
Turn and biz.
Mm-hmm.
This is for 5 rounds.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vanish. Okay. Pharisee.
Pharisee starts bard song.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
What kind of bard song is it?
Inspire courage.
And it's a flute.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Who said you could play music?
Texarak Gat.
Jumps over Zephyros.
Each.
Yep. It's moving up the stairs with weapons drawn.
Yep.
Okay, top of the real round. Surprise has been blown. The redcaps are coming. They are taking out their oversized scythes and moving forward.
I will chop up whoever said that they could play music. I will chop up the one who is actually playing music.
Who are these assholes?
Heavy iron boots are now clumping down the hallway. Grung, 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 grung. They move at 60?
Jesus.
Brum, 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 brum. Ah! What's going on here? You! Looks like we're gonna chop up some punks.
And they're gonna, I guess, ready. Nah, they're kind of rage-a-holes. They move all the way up to Tech.
Can we we can see them now?
Yeah, they are angry, wiry, muscle-looking gnomish creatures with heavy iron boots, red caps, and oversized scythes that are likely magical. Scythes are really bad weapons, and they're waving them around and are huffing and puffing. They seem to be quite adept at moving down the stairs. They're almost like half jumping, half stomping down the stairs with a surprising grace. And you guys are in trouble.
Are they wearing any other armor other than the boots?
Their little jackets might be giving them some armor.
Bug squashing time!
They seem to be full of rage and anger and hate. Ibis-headed statues don't do anything. Mockernam Gobbler.
I think he's gonna slide off and just mimic being a statue or a chest or something.
Okay, so a container. He's a chest.
He's a chest.
Morphs into a little box that's gonna along the side of the stairs, and no one is the wiser. He who waits to eat, not doing anything. Ludo.
Udo is going to. Can I?
There's a tooth fairy that you could see has landed on the ropes and is kind of like tugging it in an exploratory way. It does look like it's looking at its pliers now and looking at the rope and looking at its pliers and looking at the rope like it's trying to figure out.
You'll get it.
You'll get it, little buddy.
And he's facing the door, right?
He's facing the door. He does not see you. You're in a
Two.
hidden position.
He's 45
You
away.
can shank it.
Let's shank him up. Oh, well, need to pull out my katana
You can
Yep.
do that while moving.
while moving.
Yep.
Place behind him. Give him a good old stab.
You can move at 45.
No. Wait. Nope. I could do. No, I didn't play that.
You didn't have your katana out
Mm-hmm.
during the surprise round. I guess you delayed.
Yeah, I delayed.
Can you charge him?
He didn't have a weapon out.
What if?
Just sneak up behind
Do
him
you
and
have
wait.
a ranged weapon?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have an alchemist fire that I'd like to test out on him, but I don't want to waste it on this little guy.
You might burn the ropes off.
Yeah,
the
exactly. I do have a ranged weapon. I guess I could pull out my.
Do you have an alchemist bomb?
Not yet. Do I?
You have your bombs.
Could you move to within point blank shot range and
I could.
hit
I-
him with sneak attack
what's
damage?
point
You
blank
get sneak attack damage on
range?
that? You would.
Point blank range
What's
is
the
30 feet, yep.
Thing with his
Okay.
guy is trying to get the
Which
sneak
would
attack
put me
bombs in there.
at,
Yeah.
I'd go
I think
right
he
there,
has all the
okay.
stuff to